Hey everyone. Markets don't move randomly. They move in patterns driven by behavior, structure, and narrative. In my previous video, I analyzed BlockDAG's presale structure. I looked at the tokenomics, the liquidity, the order books, and I said one thing clearly. There's a real chance this could crash hard. Now, this isn't just a story anymore. This is a case study. How I predicted a presale crash and why it actually matters. Before launch, before midnight, the data was already there. Liquidity score, basically 1 out of 500. Order book, thin, almost empty, with heavy sell pressure. Price discrepancies, up to hundreds of times different across exchanges. Nothing about that structure was healthy. And I even said it clearly. This could drop to almost nothing. Then midnight came. And reality didn't just match the analysis, it followed it almost perfectly. The price collapsed from the promised level to a tiny fraction of it, over 99% down. My portfolio, what once showed around 2,900, dropped to roughly 414. Liquidity, still non-existent. This wasn't volatility. This was a complete structural failure. And I'll be honest, in all my years in crypto, this is the worst project I've ever been involved in. Not just because of the loss, but because everything was visible before it happened. Years of presale hype, repeated delays, promises of stability, but none of it matched the actual market structure. And that's the real lesson here. Not the loss, not the anger, but the pattern. If you take anything from this, take this seriously. Low liquidity is always a red flag. Massive price gaps mean something is wrong. Midnight listings are high risk. And most importantly, developer promises do not equal market reality. This is why people say Dior, not as a meme, but because in this market, it's survival. I got wrecked on this one. This was a brutal loss. But if this analysis helps even one person avoid the same mistake, then at least something good comes out of it. Trust data, not hype. If this breakdown gave you a clearer view of how the market really works, drop a like, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to Bias Positive Digital Rise. See you in the next one.